Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Two Opinionated. I'm so excited today. I've got singer, songwriter, and now actress Cameo Adele. Welcome, Cameo.
Hey,
Or I guess I could say, word up. I'm
never
guessing.
heard that one before.
I
Never.
know. And I'm guessing that your parents were Cameo fans.
Yes, my dad was a huge Cameo fan, and I'm not mad at it because that's a really cool band to be named after.
That's a great band. That's a great band. Did he grow up in the 80s?
Yeah, he's a big fan of all that Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I love Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah,
Love Earth, Wind, and Fire.
yeah, that's like one of his favorite bands.
Period.
Yes, and then Cameo was like his favorite, so he's like gung ho to now have a daughter named Cameo.
Yeah, no, that's so cool. That's so cool. But I do people like younger people, do they have a clue that was a band?
So, yes and no. I run it sometimes. I'm like, y'all know the band, right? And then some people look at me like in the headlights, and then some people are like, yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, word up, tastes like candy, like all those hits.
That's another great song.
Mm-hmm.
They need to do a tour.
I remember seeing that they were doing like on and off shows like around LA. I remember seeing like posters around. I've never gotten a chance to go see them live. It would be super sick to do that.
Yeah, once you let them know that you were there, they're obligated to bring you up on stage.
I was named after you. My name's Cameo.
They'd have no choice.
I have to have like a sign in the crowd. Hi, my name is Cameo.
Did I see that years ago you tried out for X Factor?
Oh no, you saw it.
I did. Well, I saw a little clip, but it wasn't the show. It was like an interview.
Yeah. The way that I've literally emailed them to take that down, because it's like, it's just giving embarrassing 15-year-old clips. So I'm like, hi, I was so young in this clip. Please take it down. I'm so much more mature and interesting now.
Well, I was going to comment that your style has changed a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
definitely.
Not that it was bad then. It was great.
I definitely believe that I've come into myself since then.
Well, we all do as we get older. Well, I won't say that's not true. Some of us don't, but most of us do. So did you get to be on the show?
Yeah, it's what's actually funny is me and my mom auditioned together. So our whole like storyline was like that we were mom and daughter competing against each other because my mother is also, it was a cool storyline, but they never ended up airing our auditions. But we got to do the whole like audition in front of the judges. We got four yeses across the board, but I think because we didn't make it to the next cut, they ended up not airing our audition, just our interviews.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Everything happens for a reason, and I've matured as an artist, so it's nice to
I think that's neat though. Anything you can do with your parents is pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
As a parent, we appreciate it when the kids do something with you. You know. What was the song? So what was the song you were singing?
I feel like this is also part of the reason they didn't air my audition. The real tea is I went in on preparing Sam Cooke's oh man, I'm blanking. It's the I Was Born by the River. That song.
Ooh, I like that song.
I can't remember.
Couldn't tell you the name of it.
I can't remember the title right now. But I guess once I got on stage, Simon was like, I'm not trying to hear that song. I've heard that song so many times today. So pick one of your other songs. I had like 4 songs. And I don't know if it's just me being 15 and not realizing that I would obviously have to thoroughly prepare every song on the list. But he ended up choosing, what song was it? It was Your Song by Elton John. I had that on my list.
Oh, very nice.
It's a beautiful song. And at this point, because of the way that I kind of botched it a little bit in my audition, I perfected my cover of it, but I was definitely like, oh, I did not prepare this song as thoroughly. I mean, all of them still saw a lot of potential in me, and I was grateful for that, but it didn't end up being the full journey, but it's all good.
Still kind of neat. So it was Simon, was it Kelly back then?
Yes, it was Simon, Kelly. It was, I forgot what her name is, but she's like a Latinx artist. It was the year that she was on there.
Oh, Nicole, maybe?
No, she has a very like Latinx sounding name. I can't remember what it was, unfortunately.
Oh, it's been too long.
She was one of the guest judges though, like a one season judge. Yeah.
Okay. So have you run into Simon since and be like, no. Let me try this again?
No, absolutely.
You ever seen him out at dinner and be like, I don't want to interrupt your dinner, but I'm going to sing you a few bars?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But maybe someday he'll reach out to me and be like, hey, I love that new song you just dropped.
Well, so I'm jumping all over the place, but let me get back to where I need to start. So I got to stay focused or I'm just all over the place. So what, I know you came from a musical family. Is that the reason that you went into music? You know, how did you decide, okay, I'm going into entertainment?
Sorry, you cut out for one little second there at the end there.
So I was just asking, how did you decide that you were going to go into entertainment, kind of follow the family business? You know, what made you want to do that?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like it's in my blood. My whole, like you've already stated, my whole family is that. Like, music is the given. Both my parents are musicians. It's something that I guess in a way we're kind of expected to do. Like, I remember when I enrolled in community college, my mom was like, what are you doing? What about music? Which is like different than every other household's conversation around that. But yeah, I mean, entertainment has always been sort of the forefront of what like we do in my family, and I'm happy to say that I have like the same passion for it, like, you know, as the rest of my family. And I'm grateful to definitely have parents that supported that and like uplifted that, because I know there are a lot of artists that don't have that experience. A lot of artists are being told you need to do something more practical, and my parents are like, practical? Change your dreams. So I'm really grateful for that. I mean,
that's pretty great.
Those are my upbringing, my foundation.
What was your major going to be at community college?
Originally it was music, but I quickly learned that in school you could really only learn about like classical. It's harder to learn about like pop, you know, in school.
Not a lot of pop classes.
No, unless you're going to like a school, I think that's like more like Berkeley, where they have like a variety of like genres there. I quickly learned that it really wasn't what I wanted to learn, but I switched my major to psychology actually, and it's just another passion of mine. I feel like I use a lot of my interest in psychology within my songwriting and within like getting to know myself as an artist. So it's beneficial. It's definitely something that I also have a passion for. You know, when I get to a certain place with my music, I would love to go back to school and learn more about, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
That seems like, just from the little bit that I know about you, that seems like that would be something you would be interested in. Yeah. That would be beneficial to the music side.
Yeah. I mean, I have a big interest in people and the way that they operate. And I definitely think that plays into my interest in entertaining.
Well, yeah, for sure. So when you were in school growing up, did you play in the band? Were you in theater or anything like that?
Absolutely. I was like at every single what is it called? School contest. What are those talent shows?
Oh, the talent.
Every single talent show, I had to be in them. Every single one. I was dancing for a really long time. So I used to do like little dance numbers. I was in choir.
Right? Or did dance?
Huh?
Your mom?
My mom
was. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you were in choir too.
So I was in choir, I was in theater, I was in advanced theater, I was in advanced choir. Because I was like, listen, I'm advanced. Y'all need to let me audition. And
that's right.
You know, because I just had a real passion for it. I just love art. I also just felt like art, it's funny because in school, art was like the loophole to having to go to school. But like in life, I feel like art is like the loophole to like capitalism. Like if I have to chase money, if I have to chase money, at least I can do it through creating, you know, and expressing myself.
That's right. Did you play an instrument?
Oh no, the recorder. Did you ever have to play the recorder?
my recorder career lasted till 5th grade, when I had to choose between all county chorus and a baseball game. I chose the baseball game. That was the end of my recorder career.
No, I was a big fan of the recorder. I thought it was so cool that I could play songs on it. I've definitely learned a little bit of piano. I can read music better than I can translate it.
Yeah.
But my vocal cords have always been my instrument. So I've always put a lot of time into like perfecting that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty great. So this is how we tell if someone is talented or not, right? So we play their music for the grandkids. And if the grandkids dance, you're pretty good.
Okay. Well, you need to do that then. I need to know if I passed the test.
Oh, yeah, no, I've already done it. I was just pausing for dramatic effect. So they dance. I should have recorded it.
Wait, you did record it?
No, I should have, because it was pretty cute.
I feel so flattered.
Yeah, no, they were dancing. They were jamming out. So my I've got 3 grandsons and a granddaughter. My granddaughter she's not quite 2, but she can jump. She's learned how to jump, which is kind of unusual for a kid. So her dancing is kind of swaying and hopping and jumping. So, but it was pretty good and pretty good. The rest of them, it's more of a stomp than a dance, but there's movement.
Oh, I wish I could see it. I wish I could see it.
Yeah, I'll record it and then I'll send it to you.
I love that.
So it's pretty good. So I'll tell you the song that, I mean, they danced all of them, but the one that they really liked, if you can believe it, was "Get Me High." They liked that one.
Oh, perfect! Yeah, I really like that one too. They got good taste. That means
I thought that was well. I'll take it back. No, I don't. I think that was my favorite one. I go between that one and the one you're releasing today, Wolf Boy, because that's my wife's favorite. But I think "Get Me High," because your partner on that song also really amazing.
Yeah, she's amazing, Jules.
Yeah,
Jules. That's my bestie.
yeah. Well, she's really talented.
Yeah, she's super talented. Definitely. That's dope. Yeah. I mean, I definitely now see why you use them as the monitor of what good music is, because they obviously have really great taste.
Well, obviously, because they don't dance at everything. Put some stuff on and they're just, they wander off. Okay. That's a no.
Oh no. The embarrassment that I think artists could feel from that wander off, I could just imagine.
I know. I'm dreading it's because it's risky, because I'm dreading the day that I'm talking with somebody and the kids wandered off. I don't want to lie. Like, you're okay, but you missed out on that 0 to 2 demographic.
Oh no. So good though.
So talk a little bit about, because you've got such a unique style, which I think is at least partially on purpose. You're doing, you've kind of developed that over the years, but how has your style changed, say, over the last half a dozen years or so?
I definitely feel like the more that I've been able to just embrace who I am as a person, the more that I've been able to just like express myself authentically. I definitely feel like for a really long time, I had some internalized idea of what other people expected to perceive me as.
Right. Right. Well, that was kind of what I was getting at was, as you got older, did your individualized type of style come out more?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I just started to tap into who I really was, and I just started to embrace the idea that like being myself is my superpower, and me fully embracing that is, me putting my stamp into the world and taking real space and just aligning myself with my true purpose. And I believe that like the way that I express myself aesthetically is a part of that, because I believe that the way that people perceive me and the way that people take in the colors and the freedom, I think it infects people in a certain way that I believe is positive. And I have this sort of moral of, I believe that our true purpose is when we align in something that is serving us and others. And I definitely feel like me embracing myself has manifested in a way that can benefit and uplift others as well. So that is my style.
Your singing, I think it's very joyful and it's very colorful. Even when you're not watching a video, it just feels, it's almost like you can feel the colors, which I'm a terrible at explaining anything to have to do with music, but that's how I feel with it.
It's beautiful.
It kind of
I love that.
very positive.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
But feel free to use that. I won't get upset if you want to repeat. In the little things, the little, Rolling Stones is this. Some guy from a podcast. Feel the colors.
Feel the colors. I love that. I'll quote you on all my resumes and one sheets.
Put that on the website. Feel the colors.
I love
according
that.
to Opinionated.
Love.
So the song that you're released, that's coming out today, videos next Monday, is, of course, when we put this out, we'll be putting the podcast out. The video will be out today.
Yes.
The song will be out last week.
Yes.
Wolf Boy.
Yes.
So talk a little bit about that. What is Wolf Boy about? What kind of inspired you to write it?
So Wolf Boy has definitely taken a few shapes. Wolf Boy originally started as this, like, I don't know if you are familiar with what Garage Band is. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I am.
Like,
of course.
The program is what I'm speaking of.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So for anyone that doesn't know, it's just like this little production app that you can use on your phone. It's a pretty user-friendly, very bare minimum sort of stuff.
My stepson is a musician. And that's how he got started. It's a great way to learn like programs.
I started a little beat on there and I added some howls to it and I left it alone. I walked away from it. And then like a week or two later, I came back to it and I was like, oh, like these, I didn't realize that they were howls when I did them. I will say that.
What did you think they were?
They were just oohs at the time.
So it was not Wolf Boy yet.
It wasn't Wolf Boy just yet. It wasn't intentionally Wolf Boy. Gotcha. But then once I came back to them and realized that they were howls, I was like, oh, like they sound like howls. And immediately Wolf Boy, I Saw You Change came to my mind. Yeah. And then I kind of just started to build on like all these little dog references. Like we say, like, I've got a bone to pick with you. I say, can you dig? I say, if you're gonna huff and puff, like we do a lot of these things. And the intention behind it originally was for it to be very playful and vivid and, a lot of imagery. Yeah. I realized when I first performed it, I performed an acoustic version of it because all I had previously was this little garage band version of it. So I couldn't perform that. And when I performed the acoustic version of it, I realized I had hid a very real experience of mine in the fine print of Wolf Boy, of like what it was to essentially like fall in love with the idea of a person and like fall in love with what they were selling me that they were, only to be disappointed and terrified by what they ended up really being, or when they got too comfortable with them revealing their true colors, and how in reality that is a very devastating experience. It's a very glass shattering sort of experience. So I do love that Wolf Boy, the recorded version of what we're releasing, today or last week, like even the way with the video, the way we play with it, it's a very playful thing. But I hope to share the acoustic version with people as well, to sort of just touch on the very real experience that I think a lot of people can relate to. And I enjoy the fact that the playfulness gives us a lighthearted way to deal with our trauma, you know?
Yeah. Well, I think we've all been there. And that's to me, that's the biggest reason why relationships don't work out is, you go into them and you're guarded and you're not, sometimes intentionally, sometimes not, but you're not really being your true self because you're not quite comfortable. But then as you get comfortable, sometimes it helps, it makes the relationship stronger. Sometimes it's not a good thing.
Right. So sometimes you reveal that you have more things to work on.
That's right.
That isn't your partner's job to work through,
That's right. That's exactly right.
So yeah, I mean, Wolf Boy, I related that just to a werewolf because that was funny to me.
Yeah. I like the tagline was, "Have you ever dated a werewolf?" I like that. I was like, oh, I don't think so. But then when I read it and stuff, I was like, well, maybe.
He said, wait, maybe I have dated a werewolf. Yeah, I mean, I just love that we're able to take a playful approach to it. But it has layers to it, which, everything I do definitely does.
That's a good thing, though. That's a good thing. I think the best art, music, or whatever you do artistically is the kind that has layers and that it reveals more as you go along. The more you get into it, the more it reveals.
Yes, and we definitely do that with the video as well. It's definitely a watch a few times to get all the little.
I'm excited to see it.
I'm excited to show it. Honestly, I can't wait for people.
I think I will watch it today.
Today. Go check it out right now on YouTube.
That's right. As far as anybody knows, it's today.
I love that.
Do you have a favorite song that you have done?
Of my own?
Yeah.
I have to admit, I think Wolf Boy is that right now. Yeah. I just love. I think it plays perfectly in so many realms. I love that I was also able to sort of tap into my more alternative side through Wolf Boy. I mean, before Wolf Boy, I was definitely releasing a lot more like neo soul type music. And not that I love that stuff as well. And I definitely think that everything I do is soul variety. I definitely think that Wolf Boy is a soul like punk type of track, but
you're creating your own.
Exactly. It's a hybrid
soul
genre.
Punk is I like that. Soul punk.
It's cool, right?
Or punk soul.
Punk soul, soul punk. Yeah, I mean, but I was like, so much of who I am as a listener was like formed by alternative music. And I definitely think that I rejected that for a little while, just based off, I think, like stigmas around what I thought an alternative listener was supposed to look like, I guess, or what that was supposed to, or what an alternative artist was supposed to look like. So the fact that I'm now in this place where I'm like, again, fully embracing everything that I'm inspired by, everything that I am. And like, I think Wolf Boy is such a cool amalgamation of all my intersections of identities. And, it's honestly something that I'm really excited to perform live as well, because it's such a hype song that like.
Are you, do you have plans to tour at some point or to at least perform live?
I do have a release party that I'm throwing on the 14th in LA, where I plan to perform there.
Very nice. Could you just call me and just put that, have somebody hold the phone while you're.
I'll Zoom you.
Could you Zoom me in?
Absolutely. We could do that. We can arrange that. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. I just want to be included.
Yes. Absolutely, you should be. There's that. I mean, other than that, I'm definitely in the works of like just getting that more sorted out. I mean, COVID has taken over the world of live music, and we're slowly integrating back into that. So I'm taking it slow when it comes to that. But I do hope that that's in the near future.
You could be Too Opinionated's first live performer.
Oh my goodness.
I bet you have never been to West Virginia.
That I've definitely never been to West Virginia. I definitely have never been to West Virginia, but also that sounds super cool because
yeah.
I mean, what?
I know. And, oh my gosh. Our studio is located on Main Street in the little town we're in, St. Albans. And my wife, I told you she worked with Live Nation. Well, she's involved in a lot of the local music festivals and things. So they put one on right here on Main Street.
Wow.
So there you go. We just need to drag you cross country.
I need to come. That's it. You said all the right thing. I need to come to West Virginia.
We're going to make it happen. It's out there now.
I love that. I'm ready.
4 people know about it right now.
I know she loves Wolf Boy, so she wants to see it live.
She does. That was the first song that I played for, and she absolutely. I played several after that, but she couldn't get past that one. She loved it. Absolutely loved it. It fits her style.
That's dope. I love that.
Well, and that's so I didn't show her. I didn't show her a picture. I just played her the music. She loved it, and she's like, I could hang out with this chick. And I was like, I know. Wait till you see her. I was like, and she's like, that's my people.
Oh, I love that. Oh my goodness, we're besties and we haven't even met yet.
Haven't even met. But we're going to. It's going to be a big deal on Main Street. What happened?
I'm hyped now.
Do you have so who were your musical inspirations as you were growing up?
Oh, so many.
Yeah.
So many. I would definitely say some of my core ones that helped me really shape who I am as an artist were like Lauryn Hill, Jill Scott, Amy Winehouse, Sade.
Just average performers.
Like really basic.
Yeah.
Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu is probably like really high on that list. I mean, I feel like that they helped me really shape who I am as an artist and like embracing myself in my many intersections. Yeah. But in that as well, like when we go more into like my alternative side of myself, like Paramore, I was a huge fan of Paramore.
Paramore's good.
Demi Lovato's first album. I don't know if you remember that. When she was like,
was that Confident? Was Confident on that one?
It was before Confident.
Oh, it was when before that one.
It was when she was still on. I forget what it was called.
She was on the kids show.
When she was still on Disney.
Yeah.
It was like when she released Get Out. What was it? It was called Get Out, right? That whole album was so good. I just remember she used to have this glove that was like half her hand, and I do
remember the glove.
It was the coolest thing. It was so cool. Definitely that version of Demi Lovato. All American Rejects, We the Kings. Like I was a big like.
That's quite the variety.
I was the Hot Topic kid for sure at that time in my life, and I'm realizing how much that really influenced who I am as an artist.
That's hilarious, actually. So when I grew up, and your dad probably would know this, and your mom, Chess King was the store. There wasn't any Hot Topics. Chess King.
Okay.
And so
I've never heard of that.
I know, but it was like members only jackets and parachute pants. Cool. The fuchsia collared muscle shirts and stuff.
What? Wait, we still need that store. All that stuff.
I know. Of course, I had back then. Back then, I had the glorious hair. I had the feathered hair. Different. I had the different collar jacket, different shirt, different pants every day of the week. Same outfit, basically. Oh, that's so different colors. It's ridiculous.
That was me in middle school with skinny jeans and band tees. Yeah. Different band tees, different color skinny jeans every single day.
It seems like do you ever wear bell bottoms?
Bell bottoms?
Yeah.
See, not the ones that y'all had in like the 70s.
Yeah.
Not like but we were like the 90s version of bell bottoms, which is a little bit less dramatic.
Yeah, right. They're not quite as belled.
As belled, but absolutely.
Yeah.
Bell bottoms are cool. They're cute. All that stuff is coming back. All of that stuff is coming back.
Yeah, it is. I know. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Although admittedly, 80s. Now 70s style I thought was pretty good. 80s style, it was all bad. It's all bad. But in a good way. It was questionable, but in a good way.
80s, yes, it's definitely questionable. I think like 70s is good and 90s is cool.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. 80s I don't know what we were thinking. And we had the big hair. You got any pictures of your parents with big hair?
I have that curly mullet. I think my dad had that.
Yeah. It was all bad, but in a good way. In a good way. We had a good time.
That's one thing. Everything from the 80s seems like it was super fun. Like there's the fact that everyone was into colors at that time. Like there was no mono, there was no like the grayscale during the 80s.
No. No, the closest we came would be like the Miami Vice white, but you would wear like a collared shirt underneath the white jacket and pants. I don't know.
Cool stuff, man. It was cool.
I don't know. I don't know if it's cool. It was stuff.
It was cool in the sense that it seemed joyous.
It was joyous. We thought we looked good. So I thought and like I said, you'd think I'd be better with music because my wife's involved in the industry, but I'm not. But your song, hopefully I get it right, Fruit
was it was a mixtape.
It was a mixtape. I thought that had like an Amy Winehouse vibe.
Yeah, definitely.
I could feel that. To me, that's where I could kind of say, okay, I can hear that a little bit.
Yeah.
Am I crazy or is that right?
That's right. That's definitely right. Okay. I mean, that was definitely at the time when I was tapping a lot more into like my neo soul roots and my jazz roots, and I think I was like binging the Frank album at that time over and over and over again. I was obsessed with it. And that's what inspired me to do like an acoustic album. I think everything before that I had just done like really produced stuff, so I really wanted to.
Well, you've got just a lovely voice. I think acoustically, awesome. You could do all that all the time. Forget any other music. Just do acoustic.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I do. I think it's just my roots. Like anytime I would perform, it would always just be like me and the acoustic guitar or just me and like a cajon, like a box drum. Yeah. You know, like that's kind of how I sort of started, or me and just a piano. So I feel like I just shaped so much of my sound around that.
Yeah, that's pretty great. So, okay. So the first time that you said, all right, I'm going to color my hair. What color did you go with?
Green.
Questions.
Green.
It's always been green?
It's green. I'm committed to this color.
I like the green.
Thank you.
I'll tell you, my mother, she and admittedly she had not heard your music, but I was working on getting ready for the interview, and she saw the picture and she's like, "That's the type of green I like." I was like, well, you should do that, Mom.
Absolutely. That'd be so cool. Oh my goodness.
I was like, you should have done that last year when you were stuck inside looking for something to do. There you go. Experiment a little bit.
I actually can't wait till I get a little bit older when I don't have to bleach my hair to get it to be green. When my hair comes out naturally white will take on any color, man. You can do any color with white hair.
See, I'm not that far from that. Now, I don't have much left up there, but the little bit that's left, it gets more and more, gray and white.
You can just dye it.
I'm just waiting. It'll only be in little spots here and there.
You can dye your beard as well.
Oh, I could do that. Because I can let that will come in. If I let it grow, it'll come in.
What color would you go?
See, okay, so now this is my idea for a new YouTube show. That you and me, we can do this. All right? So it's just you helping me with my style. But we have to go to they got to film us going to the stores. We got to buy all the stuff. I got to try stuff.
The way I would have you looking so cool.
I know. I need that. So what would you, what color? So just pretend the beard was coming, in a little thicker.
Okay.
What color would you go with?
Honestly, instinctually, I feel like pink would look really good.
I was going to say pink, and then I was like, I don't know.
It would have to be like a nice like bubblegum pink.
Yeah, not like a neon pink.
Not a hot pink.
No.
It has to be like a soft pink, like that little baby pink.
All right, so if I go with a soft pink, okay, I'm not against that.
Okay.
But then, what outfit goes with that? Because see, then I gotta have an outfit. It seems like.
But here's the thing. The cool thing about having colored hair, I mean, I definitely go all the way over the top with the colors, but the cool thing about having colored hair is that can be your statement piece. So if you do feel more comfortable in toned down, like maybe a nice black or a white, actually I think black would pop, pink would pop nice.
Pretty good.
Yes. So you do like a nice black
with I went back with the Don Johnson white, Miami Vice white. And then I could have like a shirt that kind of complemented the beard.
How, like a pink shirt?
Yeah.
Now we're getting tacky.
That's tacky? See, that's why I need help. But that's the show. That's the show.
I think
it's a hit.
I see the vision. I see why it would be a great pairing.
Yeah, I think that's a hit. Because we have to go shoe shopping. We got to have casual wear, dress wear.
Yes, you're gonna have your different activities.
Look.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a whole look.
Wardrobe.
That's right.
I see it.
I think it's a hit. You just you got to free some time up because it's going to take a lot of work.
It sounds like a lot of filming, shooting time. Yeah. A lot of work days.
So, are you willing to help me with the dye? Because I'll just come out with like my face painted.
Oh, here's the thing. I get mine done because I don't trust myself.
Okay, so now you got to take me somewhere to get it done.
That's good.
Somebody that can handle it. There you go. There's an episode of the show.
Somebody. That's another episode right there.
I'll be in the salon just interacting with people. That's a whole episode.
That's a good. You know what? I really see the vision. I really see it.
I'm telling you, people like that stuff.
They do.
I'm not sure what people, but I'm sure there's people.
I think it's a range of demographic because it's the older crowd that love to like get into what the young kids are doing. It's the Gen Zs that
I know. It's a thing now.
Yeah, they love it. They love the juxtaposition. Everybody loves it.
So for the show, the whole show is going to take place in LA. Then for the finale, you have to come back to West Virginia to perform, and then I can come out in my whole new outfit and stuff and introduce you.
But we have to like not let your family see you.
No. I can't show up until I walk out on stage.
And then we have to get their natural reactions to your new look.
I have a pretty good idea how my parents would react. Everybody else would. They after the initial laugh, they might go for it.
Honestly, I think I could polish it up. It could look cool.
I'm in.
You would look like a rock star, honestly.
That's what I want.
He said, "That's the dream. That's what
that's the dream. I don't want it now. I needed to stop with. I'm going to introduce you, and then that's it. There's no musical talent here, so that my rock star dream will end at that point.
Okay.
I can keep the outfit. I'm just you don't want none of this. Like you're not going to come up on stage and be like, "Oh, help me out with this song." No.
No, you'll be one of those people that are like famous just for being famous.
That's right. Right. Maybe I could, I'd have to practice, but who knows? Maybe I have a good howl. You could put that in on Wolf Boy live.
You just gotta like prepare your diaphragm for them deep belly.
Yeah, just kind of.
Yes.
See, there's an episode too of you working on just that one note or howl.
That was a good show.
Wouldn't you watch that? Tell the truth.
I will watch it. I honestly will.
I would too.
I would watch that show.
I think that'd be a good show.
It is.
Because we'd be out in LA. Once I have the look together, you know, not like the whole look. We don't want to reveal the whole thing, but kind of we could go around to different celebrities and get their take. You know, like what do they think about it and stuff. And but we won't do the final reveal until the finale. You know, when
right, like every step of the way, we would get, oh, like what do you think about the hair, and like what do you think about this one outfit? You know, like every step of the way.
That's it.
Do you have any tattoos?
No.
Maybe we get you a tattoo.
See, we can at least do the semi-permanent things. You know, that looks like a tattoo and it lasts for a couple of months.
Yeah. I've seen those. That Instagram keeps trying to like promote those things to me.
Yeah. At least it give me the feel.
The look. Maybe we put it right on your neck. Give you.
I knew you were going to say that. I've always like looking because I'm not a tattoo guy. I'm not, but I can admire them. I'm just for me. I'm not. But when I'm looking, I'm like, if I got one, that might not be a bad place. Because it either has to. Because if you're going to see it, it'd have to be there. I think.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, if you put it anywhere else, you're not going to see it.
Nope.
And that wouldn't help the outfit. But I can wear something, you know, a little opened up shirt.
A little, or even like a little crew neck collar with the cool neck tattoo. Rockstar, man, rockstar.
Yeah. I'm liking this show. I know people. I'm gonna pitch it. You're gonna get this call and you'll be like,
I'm like, wow, we're really moving forward with this. We went all the way.
Yeah. So Netflix is wanting to air this show, and they said you were involved.
I'm not mad at that though. I'm not mad at a Netflix show. Let's get a Netflix show. I'm not mad at that.
Let's do it. What would we name it though?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, we have to have a good name. It has to draw people in.
I don't know.
We got to work on that.
We'll call it Pinky in the Brain.
We can. Okay.
It kind of makes sense.
It kind of does. It's not terrible. We could the first part of the first episode could be us brainstorming names.
Yes.
Of course, they already know the name because it would be out there, but we could show a little bit of the rejected name.
It's so good. It really is so good. Yeah,
that's pretty good. That's not bad.
I'm dead. I'm dead that you have every episode like.
I know. I've got it. It's a whole season.
You have the whole season. All right. You have the whole season.
See, and then, okay, now this is when it gets risky. Season 2.
It's like, what do we do then?
No, we're going to reverse it.
No, absolutely not. That's where you lost me. If we did that, I would give you one episode. We get one episode where you and you definitely don't get to do anything to my hair.
No. I wouldn't.
Nothing to the hair. I'll give you one.
Although I do like it when you do the braids.
Oh yeah,
I like that.
That would be cool. Okay, if you were to give me a braid style, pitch one of a braid style, I'll go for that.
I'm thinking braid style and like a funky pantsuit.
That sounds like something I would wear.
That's not terrible, right?
No, I would wear
from a guy with no style. That's not terrible.
I would know. You got a good creative direction going there.
All right, see,
I would wear that.
Maybe that's just a mini episode within the first.
Yes, that I will accept.
Maybe that's what it is.
It's looking like it's probably one of those one season shows, you know.
Yes, I don't know. There's a lot of people out there that need help. Maybe
it could turn into like a movie, like we get like a style truck, like a style tour.
Yes. Ooh, it would be like, you know, it used to have like the commercials with the vans that would just show up and the guys would jump out and start dancing. We just like roll up and jump out and start fixing something.
Start making people.
People could write in. They'd be like, "Oh, please help my husband Gary. He has no style." And then we just roll up to Gary's work, jump out with all of our equipment.
I just want to know. I guess I'm trying to figure out what's the tone. Is the tone that the family is actually happy with the makeovers after, or is the tone like the family's like, "Why did I call you?"
Ooh, it could be good either way. What if Gary loves it, but the family hates it?
Yes, I feel like that would be the reoccurring theme, where they would be like, he looks like a rock star and we live in the middle of America. Where is he gonna go dressed like this?
See, that's the whole thing with me.
That's the premise.
You're gonna totally change my look, and it's gonna be great right up through your concert. But then after that, you're gonna go back to LA, and then I'm just wandering the streets of West Virginia in this look. Maybe I'll start something. Maybe it'll be a new trend.
I definitely think we would need like a 2 months later portion of the show, you know, like how they used to do on Wife Swap, where you
yes,
a month later to see
how a recap
how they're like currently affected by that experience.
Yes. Yeah. How has this changed your life? Would I have a hat?
I literally have one of the looks would definitely be a hat. Absolutely. Yeah. Maybe a beanie. Yeah. A beanie would be really cool.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, I think a beanie would be really cool.
All right, I'm trusting you. I don't know
if you've seen the new way that people fold their beanies, but they fold them really short, so they're not like just open anymore. They're like folded up really short.
Oh no, you have to show me that. What is it? The kind that sticks way up on top of your head, or is it down?
No, so you get right up onto your head.
Okay, I like that better.
Part is folded right to here, so it's almost like a little cap. It looks really cool. It's very chic.
So that's what I'm going for. Chic. I mean, why do it if you're not?
Exactly. You want the full experience.
Yeah. Beanie might not be too bad because I've got kind of a lumpy head. So
honestly, you have a perfect beanie head.
Really?
Yes, you do. You should, if you don't already wear beanies, you should consider it.
That's the line. Like when I go to show the little clip before I post the episode, that's the one. You have the perfect beanie head. No context.
I'm not mad at that. That is hilarious. That's the tagline, Cameo Adele. You have the perfect
beanie head. We're joking, but I'm telling you, this is a hit. Somebody's going to listen to this show and they're going to be like, maybe.
Oh, yeah. They're going to be like, let's get on it right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's perfect.
It's pretty good. I say it's pretty good, and then we get everybody riled up about it, and I come out there to do it, and then we're in the middle of it, and we're both like, oh, we've made a huge mistake.
Oh, no. What's the mistake, though?
We'd be like, oh, we should have just left him alone.
Honestly, I think you would realize it was a mistake the day that I take you to the salon and tell you that we're going to bleach your eyebrows.
Ooh, what does that mean, bleach? Does that mean like they'd be white?
They may be like super blonde.
So I'd have blonde eyebrows with the bubblegum pink.
Oh yeah, that sounds so good. That sounds fire. That sounds so stylish.
How good are you with Photoshop? I need to see this.
I'm actually pretty good with Photoshop, honestly. Right. I can probably show you an example. Yeah. Send me a photo of just your head.
I'm gonna send you a photo, and I want to.
And I'm coloring your beard and your.
That's what I want to see, and I'll try to get something with my neck showing. You get me a, neck tattoo on there. What would I do? What kind of tattoo? Oh yeah,
maybe I can show you what the whole the mood board essentially of what the look is.
I just want this from here up, just to see. But what are you thinking of for a neck tattoo? I'm thinking
like an animal.
Oh, like an animal.
I don't know what animal though, but an animal.
Werewolf. That's it.
There you go. That is so cool. There you go.
I don't know if you're a Simpsons fan, but there's an episode where they leave Grandpa Simpson at home. And he's just wandering around the house, and he says, he's trying to find everybody. Nobody's there, and he's like, "It's cold, and there's wolves." And so my wife and I, anytime she goes out of town, which is a lot, that's what I send her all the time. I was like, it's cold. So maybe just a wolf.
That's so cute. First of all, I love references. I love like show references as like
then we're gonna get along well.
Love that. I'm unfortunately not a huge Simpsons person though. I think I came in a little after that. Like I know a lot of Family Guy.
I was gonna say you're probably more Family Guy.
No, I don't like the new episodes. I'm not a big gore person, and like I don't know, somewhere down the line they just started getting really gory.
I know what happened.
I don't know what that was about.
I miss Futurama. I don't know if you
Futurama was my show. Love Futurama. I love Futurama. But now I'm like a huge Bob's Burgers fan. I don't know if you watch Bob's Burgers.
I do watch Bob Burgers. It's the same guy that does Archer.
It's the same voice actor. I can't watch Archer though because all I hear is Bob.
I know it's difficult. Have you seen the episode that had Archer on Bob's Burgers?
No, I haven't seen the crossover episode.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I think I'm just like anti-Archer because I'm like I feel like it's a betrayal to Bob's Burgers.
To Bob's. That turned out to be a really good cartoon.
Bob Burgers?
Yeah, because I watched a couple and I was like, that's okay. And then I didn't watch it for a few years, but then we went back and kind of watched it. I was like, it's really good. It's
really good. It's so well rounded. And I love that it's like an adult show, but it's like wholesome. I'm a sucker for some wholesome stuff.
It's still going.
I love it. They can do no wrong. Bob Burgers can do no wrong to me. I'm a huge fan.
I heard that you were a Pokemon fan.
I am a Pokemon fan.
Yeah.
Are you going to test me? Please don't test me.
No, I won't test you because I'm nerdy, so I have a general knowledge, but it's not my specialty. I'm more of a comic book nerd. I used to own comic book stores, so that's more my.
Oh, that's so cool! I love comic book stores.
Oh, there you go.
I love them because I'm really into anime, so I go in there and I read like the manga and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's up.
See, that I could see that. I could see. Do you have a favorite anime or manga?
Right now I'm like super invested into Naruto.
I could see that.
I'm so invested. I love it. I literally cry to every episode. It's so inspiring.
We're looking forward to the Cowboy Bebop Netflix show. It's like a live action show. Hopefully they do it well.
I started Cowboy Bebop. It seemed like a really cool show. I haven't like dived into it just yet. I saw like the first 2 episodes, I think. It's cool. I like the main character. He's got like an interesting energy to him. He's cool.
I'm older, so I grew up on like anime when I was growing up was like Speed Racer, Astro Boy. There was a show called Battle of the Planets, Robotech.
I know of a few of these shows, but never seen
I know. I was gonna say that's pretty old school. But if I remember right, Bulbasaur, that was your.
Bulbasaur is my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
He's number 1 too. Did you know that?
No.
He's the first. He's Pokemon number 1.
Who's number 2?
Oh man, no God, no.
Who's gunning for him?
Isn't it his like evolution? What does he evolve into?
I don't know.
No, it's Bulbasaur.
This is what I remember about Pokemon. My daughter, when she was little, wanted to go see the movie, and she didn't know anything about Pokemon. She just saw the commercial. She's probably 3 or 4 years old, and we went to see it, and it was something about a cat and like Meow or something like that.
Oh, you're talking about the yes.
The original one, and all I remember I slept through the whole thing.
Oh,
all I remember is just her.
Movie.
I missed the whole movie. She tugged on me, and I was like, "It's over."
It's such a good movie. You cheated yourself out of that. I'm gonna let you know right now.
Maybe with the grandkids, I'll finally get to watch it.
It's a really good movie. There's some really good moments. I think it has like a high rating on Rotten Tomatoes too.
It does. Because that was like the first one, right?
Yeah, that's like the original, like the Pokemon movie.
Yeah.
And their names are Mew, not Meow.
Oh, Mew. Yeah, well, see, I told you. General knowledge.
Mew.
And there was a Mewtwo, right?
Mewtwo. That's what the movie's about. The movie's about.
Okay. It's all coming back. See, apparently I just absorbed some of that while I was
it just lodged somewhere there.
I just, or maybe you don't know, but you will know that you're just so exhausted when the kids are little. And anytime that you stop moving, you sleep. And that's what it was. I just fell asleep.
So you're just like, you found your opportunity.
Yeah. Here's your gummy bears and your popcorn, and I'm out. Wake me in 2 hours.
It is a good movie, though. I definitely recommend you going back and watching it.
I'm going back. I'm gonna check it out. So okay. So we gotta talk a little bit about the acting side before we wrap up.
Okay.
I know I went way off on a tangent on this, this hit show that's just begging to be made. Oh, I did see though that you had a couple of songs that were released in Japan. You had a group in Japan released.
I did. I released with a song on this album with this. It's a duo, a female duo, and they're called. I don't know if I can curse on here, but
you can curse.
Okay. Their name is Don't Fucking Touch, which I thought was a really dope name for a female production duo. I thought that was
pretty good.
But yeah, they came out here to LA. They found me through a friend of mine, and I wrote some songs for their album. And it was super awesome. And I flew out to Japan for the release of it.
That's awesome.
It was so cool. It was so cool. Japan has such a special place in like my history too, because my parents actually met in Japan.
Really?
Fun fact. Yes. Neither of them are Japanese, but they met there in Japan. Yeah, so I've always wanted to go there. It was really dope to be there I was there for like 5 days, and I've never stopped thinking about it since. I want to go back all the time. It's such a cool place.
Could season 2
happen in
Japan?
In Japan, we would have to learn Japanese. I'm gonna tell you right now, we would have to.
That's part of the season. Is us trying to learn Japanese.
I'm telling you, you can't move around there without knowing at least a little bit. It's hard.
It's a tough one. My wife spent 2008 around she ran a box office for the Olympics there in China.
Oh wow.
So for months heading up to that, it was constant. She was playing the Rosetta Stone with all the stuff. By the time she left, we all spoke a little bit of.
Yeah, you have to.
You pick it up. Now I couldn't do it now because it's been too long, but back then
you have to. I mean, it's integrated. It's all around you.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Season 2. We've mapped it out. So the reason that I became aware of you was Voyeurs, and you were awesome.
Thanks.
And I think, was that the first time you've done acting?
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't know that. I looked you up, and I told my wife, I was watching, I was like, I'm gonna look her up. I was like, that's somebody I'd like to talk to. And I looked you up, and then I'm looking at all the stuff. I was like, oh, she sings. So then we start listening to the songs. I'm like, it only got better. I was like, I gotta talk to her. But I thought your acting was really good. So could you talk a minute about how that role came about, and what made you want to step into the acting side of it?
Totally. So really came through, I mean, my brother is the main character of that movie.
Yeah. And he's awesome.
He's an incredible actor.
So is he also a musician?
Yes, but less. It's more like he's like getting more into like his songwriting and releasing his music. I think he's an amazing songwriter. He sees himself as like still constructing that side of his art.
He's still figuring that side out. Well, he's a great actor. I've been a big fan of his for a long time. So
yeah,
he was one of the reasons that we wanted to watch the movie to begin with. We like him. Let's watch that. And then we discovered you.
Oh, that's so cute. I love that. He's incredible. So I kind of just heard through the grapevine that they were looking for a sibling to play someone to play a sibling. And
the perfect role for you.
Like, I was born to play this role.
Is he older or younger?
He is younger. Okay. He is 2 years younger. We're 2 years apart. Yeah, so I heard about that, and then he sort of like he just showed the director Michael my Instagram. He was just like, this is what my sister looks like, and he was like, oh my god, her look is so perfect. This is exactly what I was picturing for the role. Can we please have her audition? I'm like, yeah, sure, absolutely, I'll audition. And then he loved my audition.
Yeah.
He's like, you're so good. Let's put you in the film. I will say it was interesting because I had never, I mean, my acting experience is kind of just like school theater, school drama, like it was the first time I really like been on camera, said lines, like I've definitely been to set with Justice with my brother and like seen the way the whole thing operates. So I kind of understand the workflow, but it's the first time that I was like really in that space. And I was determined to just kill my scene, like, and one thing I kept thinking, I was like, people revere my brother for like his acting. He's an amazing actor. I'm like, I cannot come in as a sibling. Sounded like I'm reading a page. I cannot do that. I cannot embarrass our family name like this.
Yeah, that's right.
So I put real time into just like learning my lines, being as natural as possible. Justice definitely helped me. The space definitely helped me. Once I got in there, I was like, this is my moment. I'm going to take it,
Yeah. Well, you did a great job and you conveyed a lot, I think, in a short amount of time. So it was really good.
Thank you.
See, after we do season 1, that's probably what's going to happen to me. They're going to be seeing my look and they'll be like, yes, I don't even need to hear him. We need him on our show.
Next. Yeah, I'm excited to see what, take on more acting in Denver. Yeah. I definitely, for a long time, I was like a little scared of acting. It's very different than music.
Sure.
In music, it's all about creating your character and selling that. Whereas acting is like, you get the character, you create the character when you get the job. In music, you get the job by creating the character. So it's very opposite. In music, it's like hone into who you are. In acting, it's like be willing to take on all different personalities. So it's like a polar opposite foundation. But when I dyed my hair, I realized that any role that I play has to be someone with green hair, which means they're probably going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that worked. Once I dyed my hair, I was like, oh, I love acting now because I can always be a really cool, like different versions of myself,
I think we need a version of you as a police detective.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
How about how about a librarian that accidentally solves crimes?
It's like a hipster librarian, yeah? Like
yeah. Or maybe a bookstore owner.
Yeah, I can get behind that. I think I'm giving bookstore owner.
We'll workshop it.
Yeah. I think I could give that. And then I just accidentally, I'm just like really smart and logical, my character. And then I just accidentally get wrapped up into a crime.
That's right.
And then I just end up knowing how to figure it out.
That's right.
That works for me.
Although I think Detective Cameo would be pretty awesome.
They'll make me, I know it. The police precinct will make me dye my hair. I'm not doing it.
No. Well, you got to have a really cool, police boss.
Do those exist?
So it's you coming up through the academy and they're like, you've got all the skills, but we got to dye your hair. And you'd be like, I'm walking away away from it. And then, the grizzled vet comes and gets you and he's like, we'll make it work. There you go.
When have you ever seen a police detective, anyone within law enforcement, have colored hair? It's literally never happened in the history of time.
I'm going to find that one case. If I find the one case, then you have to agree to be a police detective on film.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
You're saying maybe because you're worried I'm going to find the one case.
I'll give you a soft maybe. That's it.
Thank you so much for doing this. This is
really absolutely.
I've enjoyed. You've put up with all my shenanigans.
It's been a great conversation, honestly.
Yeah, you have to come back.
I would love to.
Yeah, you have to come back, or we'll just do it in studio when you come out.
When I come to West Virginia.
Yeah, when you come to West Virginia.
Do you do that? Do you do in studio ones as well?
Yeah, absolutely. But we don't get too many that come out to West Virginia. Luckily, I've been lucky enough. We've made some good friends in entertainment, and they come visit once in a while, so we'll do them.
That's cool. Do you guys have like entertainers in West Virginia?
We've got a few from West Virginia, like Jennifer Garner is from West Virginia.
Oh wow!
And we talked to Michael Cerveris, he's won a couple of Tonys, and I don't know if you ever watched Fringe, but he was the bald guy on
Fringe.
Fringe. You ever seen Fringe?
I've heard of that though. I've never seen that.
You should check that one out. That's a good show.
Okay.
It's a good show. But a few. We got a few, but they're not a ton. I know. Do you ever watch The Office?
Of course.
All right. So Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration, that's married to Phyllis. He's from West Virginia.
Oh, interesting.
We got all the big ones.
Hey, y'all got some heavy hitters.
Oh, Cameo, thank you so much. This has been just terrific. Before I let you go, though, we've got the song and the video coming out now. What else do you have upcoming that we can kind of keep an eye out for?
Oh. Honestly, everything is rolling out slowly. We getting back into flow because COVID definitely put us on our booties. But sure. I'm happy to say that it won't be long before something else will be awry. I definitely have a lot of things ready, right in the loading dock, ready to come out.
See now I need to push this show. There might be an opening right now.
Maybe.
I gotta get busy.
Right now. Yeah, you got
now. Like immediately. There's a guy outside. It's from West Virginia. Something about pink. I don't know.
Keep.
So where can we find you on social media? I'm assuming anytime you have something that's getting ready to come out, you'll release it.
Every time I have something, well, number one, cameoadele.com is a great place to go for everything Cameo Adele. I keep it updated with every new release, everything new that I'm doing, it will be up on there. For another instant way is Instagram, again, Cameo Adele, Cameo Adele _ I'm sure if you type in Cameo Adele, nobody else is going to come up. So,
let me tell you a quick story. Just very quick.
Okay.
Right? So I put in Cameo Adele video. I want to see some video. So you know what came up? Adele cameo on Ugly Betty. So it didn't like my brain didn't register that it had flipped that. So I'm watching this clip from Ugly Betty trying to find you. I'm like, she must have just barely been on there. And then I went back and read it and I was like, oh, Adele cameo.
That's hilarious because I've obviously been in a very similar situation to that when looking up my own name. I've had people comment on my video. I thought this was going to be a cameo of Adele. I'm like, no, one person, one totally different person, honestly.
Yeah. So we got the website. Are you on Instagram?
Instagram is Cameo Adele. Twitter is Cameo Adele. IG is Cameo Adele. Honestly, type in Cameo Adele anywhere you feel like it, and I'll be there. Spotify.
Do you TikTok?
TikTok, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. That could be part of the show because I do not. I'm older. So maybe that's season 2. You're teaching me.
TikTok?
All the social medias.
I would have to. If I was going to do a whole look, I would have to then tell you how to sell your look. I would have to teach you how you build your Instagram, your TikTok.
Otherwise, what's the point?
Absolutely. 100%. Because who's going to see it? The people in West Virginia.
Yeah. And we don't want that. We don't want that. We're going for bigger.
We could be global. You could be.
Yeah. I want
international.
I want people to be inviting me to Japan. What's he do? He doesn't actually do anything, but he looks good standing in the back.
Cool. People will invite you to Japan because you look cool.
Yeah, that's what I want. Please make that happen.
Whatever I can do.
Truth is, I would probably be terrified if people were calling me saying, "Hey, we want you over here to stand in the background." I make myself sick worrying about it. Be standing wrong. I try to be.
You'd be standing. What do I do with my hands? You're like, what do I?
Hands? I don't know. What do I do? All right. So this is the last thing. If you're willing, would you mind, so I can use for the promo, saying, your name. This is your name. You're watching To Opinionated.
Now?
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Hi, my name is Cameo Adele, and you are watching To Opinionated.
Oh, you did that so well. You've got a future in this business.
Right? That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
After this show, watch out. Phone's going to be ringing.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm expecting.
I would have said ringing off the hook, but nobody has a hook for a phone anymore.
It's going to be ringing. It'll just be ringing.
Or buzzing.
Hopefully some emails too. We love a good email.
Oh, yeah. I can work my way around an email.
Everybody who means business reaches out via emails.
See, now, what they don't know is that we're talking about all this stuff that I'm not good at. But before we got on here, who was it that couldn't get the camera working?
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking
There's
about.
No proof.
There's no proof. There's no recorded proof of it. Therefore, it never happened.
All right, Cameo, hold on one second. All right, so that was the talented Cameo Adele. Wow. If I was a fan of hers before we got on here. I'm such a big fan now. She's terrific, just terrific, and such a good sport. She put up with a lot of nonsense, but that was fun. That was so fun. Do yourself a favor, check out her music. It's so good. It's different. It's very very danceable. It'll get you moving. It's positive. It's very colorful. It's just I think listening to it or definitely watching the videos, you'll come away feeling good. So do yourself a favor and check that out. She's so talented, and I think we're going to hear a lot from her on the acting side. Really good. The movie was The Voyeurs. She was terrific in it. Her brother was amazing. He's the lead in it. So good, and definitely check that out. It's a really good cast. They did a really good job on that. It's an Amazon movie. A lot of fun. Pretty twisty. So it'll. I don't want to give anything away, but it's pretty twisty. So definitely check that out as well. Keep an eye out for Cameo Adele. Thank you guys so much for hanging in there with us again this week, coming back and listening to us. We definitely don't take that for granted. We appreciate you guys so much. If you haven't done so yet, please go to YouTube, MeisterCon Pod, like and subscribe. We really appreciate that. You can also find I think we're up to pretty close. I think we're pretty close to 300 episodes now. You can find all of them, audio and video, on our website, meistercon.com. There's a terrific blog from Brett, who he's such a talented writer. It's so much fun, so definitely check that out. And then it'll also let you know if we're doing any conventions or shows or anything that we have upcoming. Thank you guys so much. Thanks to Cameo for hanging in there. Till next time. Bye, everybody.